Hi. We are headed into a fire horse year starting next Tuesday on February 17th, 2026. That same day, we will also have a solar eclipse. We won't be able to see it here in North America, but there is a solar eclipse that is going to be happening, which is very strong astrological energy. When the moon actually creates a shadow on the earth, it does change the conditions of earth. We are blocked from the sun, so it is energy that those of us who are learning about astrology find very compelling, very, very interesting. So it's also the Lunar New Year. So the Chinese New Year is the wood snake. So there's elements involved, and I'm not going to get into that. But the snake part, the snake is shedding its skin. That is the energy. And I've heard from a lot of people like, oh, I'm changing my mind around this, or I'm getting clarity on this, or there's something I really want, or I'm frustrated that I don't have, this thing that I've been working on. So all of this energy that's part of the shedding. And we are heading into a fire horse year. And that fire horse and it's got a lot of energy. So buckle up, because I think 2026 is going to be quite a ride. However, after having several conversations with others this week, I am compelled to share kind of a visualization that I had about the snake shedding its skin in these final days of the wood snake year. And I think it's really worthy of considering. So I invite you to have an open mind. And if any of this information resonates with you, hit like and subscribe and come back for more. I am attempting to visualize some growth here. So bear with me as I just get started. So anyhow, we have 6 more days that we can set intentions, and I know I don't want to suffer. I don't want to have scarcity. I don't want to give into my fears. So I've been really consciously working on using my words with integrity, and also catching myself, and instead of allowing myself into a scarcity or a fear cycle, I personally have been meditating and going into a place where I just feel love. I just concentrate on feeling love, and when I come out of that state, it's very activating. So if my thoughts wander, I just think about love, and I just keep breathing in love, breathing out love, breathing in love. And it's pretty simple. That's kind of what I've been doing to get back to a place where I feel more clarity and don't feel all of the fog of the moment, because there's a lot of fog, there's a lot of noise out there, and there's a lot going on. So in these last 6 days, how do I want to arrive out of my snake skin? So there's a lot of growth that I have gone through spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally this past year, and I am so excited about it. I'm very hopeful about my future, and more on that later. But when I visualize myself releasing the skin, I visualize myself coming out on fresh grass, because I've been manifesting that. I've been setting intentions that this new year, it's going to feel good. So I've been doing my money wounding healing. I've been doing my shadow work. A lot of people have called me introverted this last year, and I'm not so much sure that I am a true introvert, as much as I've just needed to heal, and I just made the healing my priority. So I've been working on this all year, so I'm definitely visualizing slithering out of my old skin onto fresh grass. However, if you haven't been setting intentions, don't worry, we've still got time, and don't stress yourself out about it. But the more you can set intentions, and they can be fairly simple. I would like ease. I want ease in my finances. I want ease at my job. I want ease for the majority of the time that I spend if you're retired or whatnot. So when I think about, creating an intention, it can be just the essence. It doesn't have to be, something incredibly specific. And then what if you're wrong? And, don't overthink it. What makes you sit back into your spine and take a deep breath. What makes you drop your shoulders? Oh, I would love some ease. I would love more hugs, more human contact. I would love for my body to feel energetic. So it can be pretty simple, right? So even if you just can take a few minutes every day to take deep breaths and think about, how do you want to feel next week? How do you want to feel right now? But what things would you like to build stability and continuity around? And what are those things that, gosh, I'd like to see this in the rest of my life? And again, just the essence. It doesn't have to be anything specific. You don't have to have your dream job title. You don't have to have your dream, where am I going to live? Where will I be happy? Where should I buy a house next or whatnot? Like, you don't even have to have those specifics. Just think about, how would you like to feel? If you had a, magic thing right now, how would you like to feel? And when you put those into terms, I'd like ease. I'd like vitality and energy. I'd like joy and laughter. Those are the things that we can easily spend time thinking about. And the minute you start thinking about it, you start putting energy out into the universe. So let's do a little, let's play around with this for the next week, since we have time. And just lightly enter into it. Like, if I'm shedding all this skin, what am I slithering out onto? I know I personally do not want to be slithering out on freshly shattered glass. But if you're choosing suffering, if you're choosing to continually come back to stories that tell you how terrible your life is, or all the things that you don't have, or the things that you're scared of, that energy is going to stay in those thoughts. But if you can take a deep breath and say, but I don't want that. What I'd really like is to just feel a little lighter. I'd like to feel joyful, with ease. Whatever it is for you, whatever your truth is, just concentrate on that for a few minutes every single day. No matter how hard your life seems right now, there's still moments. You still deserve joy. You still deserve self-love. So I just really encourage you and invite you to take a minute to take a deep breath with me. Just be right here, right now. Thank you so much for choosing to be right here, right now. So taking a deep breath again. And just imagine you're breathing in love and breathing out love. You can hug yourself if you like. I love you. You can receive that love. Are you open to receiving? The more open you are to receiving, the more the things that you want in your life will come to you, the easier they'll come to you. If you're not open to receiving, you're blocked. Are you open? Can you allow yourself to soften just a little bit? Maybe that's just your intention. I'd like to soften. So it doesn't have to be complicated, but yeah, are you going to shed your skin, all those lessons, all the strength, all the decisions? Congratulations on all of the decisions that you made for yourself last year. All of those times when you set boundaries. No, I don't want to do that. No, thank you. All of those times that you did receive that phone call, that walk with a friend, that hug. Let's continue making more of those moments together. Let's just string together moment by moment by moment if we have to. And feel out for the love. Think of yourself as loved, because you are. But the more love you have for yourself, the more you can receive, the more you can be open. I promise, the more opportunity for the things that you're deeply desiring can come to you in a faster way. And I feel like this is that shedding of the stake, getting on that fire horse. Let's go. That is Aries energy. Let's go. Let's make this happen. So what dreams do you want to make happen? Let me know in the comments. I love you. Thanks for hanging with me.